The arena went dark on Monday night. That familiar music started playing, and the crowd, the same crowd that has been chanting his name for 7 years, lost their minds completely. Seth Rollins froze mid-promo. Roman Reigns stopped breathing for a second, and a man walked through that curtain that nobody in professional wrestling thought they would ever see in a WWE ring again. Something is happening. And if it's real SummerSlam in Minneapolis, will never be forgotten. Hit subscribe right now if you're new here. Because the Shield chapter is about to close in the most dramatic way possible. Let's get into it. Think about the timing for 1 second. Seth Rollins challenges Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. 2 Shield brothers in a world title match. On the biggest summer stage WWE runs, Roman has Jacob Fatu, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso standing behind him. Solo Sikoa is already aligned with Rollins, but Solo is unpredictable, and the entire WWE universe knows it. Rollins is outnumbered, outgunned, walking into Minneapolis with 1 Shield brother standing across from him, and an entire faction ready to make sure he doesn't walk out as champion. The only person on the planet who could balance those numbers, the only person whose arrival would make Roman Reigns physically stop in his tracks, is the 3rd Hound of Justice. The man who left in 2019 and never looked back. The man Seth Rollins publicly said he didn't know if he'd ever see in a WWE ring again. Buildings would crumble if those 3 men stood in a ring together. That's not speculation. Seth Rollins said those exact words himself. WWE referenced Dean Ambrose on their official YouTube channel just before Royal Rumble 2026, a video about the greatest Royal Rumble saves of all time. Ambrose at number 15, his 2016 save highlighted in full. That's not archival content for the sake of nostalgia. WWE doesn't do anything by accident. Then Seth Rollins went on record and said, "You never know what next month looks like. You never know what WrestleMania looks like. Could be any time." Those were his exact words on WFAN back in March 2025. Jon Moxley's EU contract, signed as a 5-year extension in 2022, expires in 2027. But contracts in professional wrestling have been renegotiated before, broken before, left on the table before, and a man who built his entire career on doing the unexpected walking away from EU to close the Shield chapter permanently in Minneapolis would be the most Jon Moxley decision he could possibly make. The timing, the references, the gaps in Raw's storyline that only one man can fill, all of it points in one direction. Now, full transparency. Dean Ambrose has not officially returned to WWE. Jon Moxley is still under contract with EU and has shown no public indication he's leaving. Nothing confirmed, nothing signed, nothing announced. But here's the truth. Seth Rollins is walking into SummerSlam outnumbered. Roman Reigns is closing the Shield chapter at the biggest summer show in professional wrestling. And WWE has been quietly dropping Dean Ambrose references for months without explanation. The door is open. The story is perfect. The timing has never been better. Drop it in the comments. If Dean Ambrose walked through that curtain in Minneapolis to help Seth Rollins at SummerSlam, would it be the greatest moment in WWE this decade? Subscribe to Wrestling Cannva. The Shield's last chapter hasn't been written yet.